truth to myself. They might say I ain't shit for it. Just know that I meant everything I said to you. If in fact that you decide I wanna take it all up off your back, if in fact that you be mine.
Welcome back to the Do-Rag Podcast. I'm your host, Majaro Kayoma. I'm here with my other hosts.
We're out here, Sydney Gobert, living life. And we have the other brother on the radio station here today.
Finally came through.
He finally came through.
Brand new host.
Anonymous. What's your name, though?
Those who know. My name is Masque Noir.
Hey!
Just refer to me as Masque Noir.
One more time? Let me hear that.
Masque Noir.
Yeah.
And we've got a special guest here today,
Yeah, man.
Ramon.
It's Ramon, 24.
Where you from?
I'm a gypsy.
I'm dead.
I'm from Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham, but I live in Coventry.
Birmingham?
But you'll see me in Worcester a lot of the times.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Making moves.
Finished from the uni last year, May.
Oh, how old are you now then?
24.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So today's topic is about life after uni. So what do you feel like the biggest change from when you were in uni is to living by yourself now? Like, do you live by yourself?
Yeah, I live by myself still. The biggest change, I just feel like you can't just take a break from life anymore.
Yeah.
Like at uni, you can just take a break from life if you want to. You
Yeah,
can just
like
be like,
in-
fuck it.
Yeah, you're like in a bubble. You're like
You know
in a
what I
bubble.
mean?
That first year life, innit?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. You can just be like, fuck it. You know what? All the way through uni, I reckon you can raw be like, fuck it. I'm just not.
You can chill. You can chill.
Yeah,
You can
I'm just
coast.
not doing anything for now. You know what I mean? You can go chase gal, watch anime, whatever you want to do.
Anime bank still.
Yeah,
Anime gang.
trust me, I'm out here on anime. Trust me.
That's actually very true. Like, when you procrastinate at uni, the consequences are very delayed. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Very
But when you,
delayed.
like, in the working world, if you, like, slip up in that day, the consequences is there.
The
You know what I mean?
consequences can be dire.
You know what I mean? So that's one L. And the boss reminds you, like, yo, this is one L, by the way.
Yeah.
If you have 2 or 3, you're out.
You can't
Yeah,
be
it's
coming late.
peak.
fam.
Yeah,
You can't
be
yeah.
coming
late.
So you have to really be on your toes.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the major differences. To be fair,
And like, I feel like we're in such a bubble that the outside world, like news going on in the outside world and topics that people are having conversations about, doesn't enter the uni like circle. Like, for example, do you know like the EU referendum like 2 years
Brexit.
ago?
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
still
like-
ongoing.
Well, it's not even finished yet, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know if what's going on. Like, I felt like during that whole campaign period, people who went in uni were given information of what's going to happen if we stay, if we leave, or anything like that. But for me as a uni student, I felt like I was excluded from that. So that when it was time to vote, I didn't feel informed on making a
Serious?
accurate. Yeah, I didn't feel informed on making an accurate decision. So I just ended up not voting.
What,
Serious?
due
Yeah.
to
Do
like...
you feel the same way?
yeah. To be fair, yeah, I feel exactly the same way. Like I just
didn't know what to do.
I just didn't know what to do.
What?
What, is that like due to lack of knowledge or lack of research that you guys didn't do yourselves, or like?
I didn't even know when the date was for the vote was. fam.
Oh, see?
My dad had to
Yeah.
remind me. I was like,
Fair.
oh, swear. It was like 2 weeks before he told me.
Man, I forgot how it went, but Brexit in that time was on the news every day. Like, both parties were trying to promote themselves, like, every day, you know what I mean? So me, personally, I was very informed, but I was staying up to date. I was making
Yeah,
a
you making a
personal
conscious
effort. Yeah, there you go. I was making a conscious effort to, like, stay up to date. And the uni, they did provide, we were allowed to vote in that primary school.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah. So me and my colleagues went, and then we started work, and it was a topic at work. Like, we were talking about it at work and stuff. So we are in a bubble, which is very true. But you don't have to stay in a bubble. You can be in a bubble even outside when you finish uni.
Yeah,
You can just be grinding and you're just working on your
focus on your
grind.
own,
yeah.
You neglect low-key and consciously, your family and stuff like that. So it's up to you to step out your bubble, like, by yourself. But here, it depends who you hang around with. If you hang around with people who are not really, like, have an ear outside of, like, the uni world, then all you're gonna talk about is like
Uni
Galen.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Galen.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna talk about. So
I think it's a thing where like most people don't really identify with it either though, because it's just like they're getting the money for free. Most uni students don't work, so it's just
Yeah.
like what is Brexit to me?
yeah,
What does that mean to me?
Yeah.
What's the consequences? And there are a lot of them.
It's crazy how we jump from life after uni to Brexit.
Nah, Brexit is a big topic.
But you know what it is? It's like that is life after uni,
actually
innit?
very true
Because
still.
that's when it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, true still.
that's
true
that's
still.
when the decision's gonna hit you, innit?
What would you say was how can I say, one of the biggest obstacles that you had to face in your development at uni and in your development outside of uni?
Yeah, that's a good question still.
Ooh.
Because obviously, like, you come to uni, you have those expectations. This is another one. You have these expectations of what uni is going to be like, and you're in uni, and you actually like, you know what's going on, and then you realize those expectations. Actually, you need to put them in the bin. Like, it's not uni's not like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was your expectations coming in? I'm going to restart the question. What was your expectations coming in, and what do you feel like? Okay, I need to really work on this because I'm shit at this.
Boy, my expectations coming in, like I thought it was gonna be like
Project S, Project X.
Oh,
in
yeah.
America.
legit. No, legit,
Same. Yeah, same.
legit.
Every
Serious.
night.
I thought to myself, yo, this is going to be like one of the maddest experiences.
Yeah,
To be fair, I didn't want to go to uni in it. Like, if I'm honest,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like just pressures from other places and stuff like that.
Family, you have to
Yeah,
degree.
that wanted me to go to uni and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously I just came, but I was just thinking, yo, it's gonna be mad. And don't get me wrong, the first few weeks was mad.
Mad.
Yeah,
You
it
get
was
me?
mad.
It
First
was
week
a
is
bit
mad.
mad.
Like, your first freshers is mad. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what shocked me a lot was like the times when it just goes completely dead. Like, and it was just
because this is actually a uni city.
Yeah, it's-
Once the students are gone, there's no one about.
there's no one about.
There's no one about.
But you know what as well though, like even with the students there, there's just nothing to do. You know what I mean? I
hear what you're saying still.
expected to have something to do
Like,
like
every
every
single day,
single day. Like I'm just gonna be like here, then there, then
yeah.
there, and I'm gonna turn down that plan to go to there. But
Mm.
that was not the case.
I would
Like
say that's probably unique to places like Worcester. I would say it would be very different if we were like in London, one of the London unis.
Very
or
true.
in Birmingham.
Apparently, the clubs in London are crazy. Like,
Definitely.
people playing with fire in the clubs and things like
What?
that. Yeah,
Fire?
I heard. Yeah.
Like those like
Yeah,
jugglers
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Okay. What,
Yeah,
you
but-
ever been to Clip?
Hey, segue. Well,
Shout out, Click. Shout out. Quick promo. That was slide. That was slide, man. Like,
yeah, like I feel in this this uni, there isn't a lot to do outside of it. Then there's like obviously there's the clubs, there's bowling, and there's gyms, but
There's a golf range for
Is there
people
a
that
golf
don't
range?
know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
see, I
innit?
didn't even know this.
true.
Yeah.
Mini golf.
And
know.
it's the driving range.
Oh, so it's just
Yeah,
swinging.
you just
Yeah.
boom and just try and hit whatever you want to hit out there.
There's not a lot. But
Yeah, they ain't a
Nah,
lot
but
at all.
there's
to be
quite
fair.
like
That's actually very true. Like, continuing with what you just said, when you come to uni and you have your first freshers, it's like, yo, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm from Wales.
Yeah.
Where you from? I'm from
Yeah.
Newcastle. Yo, you play ball? Oh, I play ball too.
Yeah.
Or you play hockey? That's sick. And then once you go through all the experiences in 1 month, low
Yeah,
key.
literally.
Like,
Yeah,
you
and
go
then
through,
everything's-
yeah,
and
you
then
meet
it's just
people,
stress.
and then
Then it's just stress because then you're hearing I've got an assignment due
Yeah,
then,
these deadlines.
assignment due then, and then and I'm like, why are they so close together?
yeah.
You know what I mean? And why do I feel so unprepared? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was one thing that I feel like I had to kind of, adjust to, like not having. You say when you're in college, you're working for ages to finish an assignment, but you're working with them when you go to college.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You ain't really doing it at home. You do a bit at home, but mostly you're doing it when you're in college. When you're in uni, you ain't doing it while you're in uni. You're doing everything when you're at home.
Yeah.
And there isn't nobody to say, all right, then go. This is the time allocated to go and do your work. You
have
got to
to
go
do
find your
yourself.
They
own
don't tell you-
time.
They don't tell you anything.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a topic. you should know this. It's a modular outline, blah blah. It's
Yeah,
online.
go look in the outline.
Here's the lecture. The lecture's online. Okay, go to lecture. Go through the seminar. If you don't go, cool. We've told you what you need to know in it. Here's the recommended reading. Oh yeah, here's the Hive. Do your thing.
Yeah, I know. Man.
If you need help,
If you need
email
help,
me.
come tutorial.
Yeah,
I know.
come to-
Everything
It's
is
right.
you. Like legit, everything is you.
And
They
that's
just
how
give you the equipment to cook,
Yeah.
but you need to cook by yourself.
That's how
Yeah.
it is in real life.
Yeah.
That it's kind of getting prepared for real life. That's
Yeah, yeah,
the basis
yeah.
of uni.
In terms
Yeah.
of like budgeting, organization,
Yeah.
and like discipline. Personally, for me, that was I've clocked this like uni. First 3 months, I clocked that uni is like budgeting because I finished first day of uni. I see $2.5 grand. I was thinking, raw. Should I buy a pair of Yeezys?
I'm dead. Yeah, that was me
Oh.
first year.
should I just like?
That was me first year.
Should I just finish my money right now? But then I thought, nah,
was- yeah.
nah, maybe next semester. That's still stupidity. But anyway, so budgeting, because I did, the first time I went shopping, I overspent. The next time I spent less than I should, and I clocked, yo, is this what my mom's been doing like the whole time? Like,
Yeah.
this is hard. Like,
Yeah.
just
it's
shopping, you
hard,
know?
innit?
like clocking little things. So like learning how to live by yourself and being organized. Because like you said, like you have deadlines and stuff, and it's like, yo, why am I so unprepared? It's because low key you've been chilling around so much, you've been having such a good time that you lose track of
what you're
days,
supposed to do. Yeah,
and you wake up at some next times, and it becomes a habit, and you don't even clock. Like, oh shit, next week I got this deadline. It's like, oh,
Well,
yeah, because I feel like in uni, there's a trap. You can just fall into bed and stay there, and you don't know when to get up, what time you're supposed to be there.
Oh my
and,
gosh, yeah. And it's just
and you lose track of time, and that time you were doing resting or just chilling, watching anime and stuff, you could have been doing like proper work and gotten a lot done.
if you had that structured plan the day before,
'Cause, like I don't feel like people structure their time well enough. Like personally, I don't feel like I've structured my time as well as I could have, but I just get by. If there was like a structure, I would have been able to get things done a lot faster. And I know set people out here would be able to do their assignments on time without having for them to worry like, oh, I've got like 2 assignments needs to be done in like 2 weeks. Like I need to start now instead of starting like a month ago.
true.
Like
yeah.
I would say the best thing I learned was to get started early, and as you get along, keep on doing the work little by little, get done.
True.
Just keep adding to it, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Learning curve.
But the thing is, yeah, like while you're like leading up to the assignment date, they're constantly teaching you something new.
Yeah,
They're not
That's actually
getting
very true.
something and like
Established.
expanding on it or whatever. They're teaching you something completely new that needs to go into your assignment, and then that there is gonna go into your introduction as well.
Yeah, legit.
And then they give you a week
yeah.
to get everything sorted.
to get everything sorted, and they're like, yeah, you should have started, but you only just taught me this bit just today.
That needs to be at the start of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I had that a few times.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard that
actually
from
so
so
true.
many
That's
people.
actually very true. I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know either. You know what? I'm telling you, the thing that helped me the most, yeah, was learning research process.
Yeah,
You know,
that module, yeah.
Yeah, that module there, yeah, it was so hard, yeah, to like get your head around it. But then once you learn it, it's like you kind of clock uni.
Yeah.
It's like you know what to
Yeah,
do. You just
yeah.
know the formula, and it's like everything else that they said was just irrelevant. It's like
You don't have to be critical in assessments, right?
exactly
And
you
like how
just
to
learn
structure,
exactly.
an essay. That's actually very true.
Exactly.
Because
You
that's
just-
what it's all about.
Yeah,
like structure.
You learn how to critically think, like,
Yeah.
and it's like you don't just use it just for uni anymore. You use it for like everything
What
after that.
What would you say you've learned from you that you use today in the outside world?
The critical thinking,
Give me an example.
Thinking outside the box.
yeah, legit.
Like, give me an example. You've been like, oh yeah, this critical thinking stuff has helped me design something, promote something, and stuff like that. Just give me one example.
Put me on the spot. Okay, so for instance, like if I'm going to like a certain place, so say like Worcester, and I want to do an event in Worcester, I have to start to like look at the clientele, look how much they're paying at the moment,
Okay.
look what kind of music they're into, like what's the ratio of
boys to
people
girls,
in
yeah.
terms of like the different cultures in Worcester. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you look, like, even in the community of people who like urban music and everything like that, they're not really strong together. You know what I mean? So I have to do other things. I'd have to do other things that bring, like, other cultures into it. But I need to find a way to do it. So, like, the critical thinking will help me to think to myself, okay, how am I going to make this inclusive but not sell out my brand at the same time? Because I still want it to be urban, but I need to bring these extra people in, because otherwise I'm going to have an event with, say, 200 people in, and that's not going to fill the room, and that's not going to be like a great event. You know what I mean? I need a way to bring them people in, but without selling out my brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the critical thinking will help me find ways around that. You know what I mean? And bring different things in.
Different
Be like,
people.
like maybe a gimmick or an artist, or maybe, like, say we get the topless host in, or just different things.
Yeah. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's good still.
Like, what would you say, Sydney, since, like, you're in a different position from us, you're a first year, so, like, as a 2017, 2018, first year coming in, what was your expectations, and what do you feel like uni's about now that you're in here?
That's a good question. Nice.
Alright, probably heard me say this before. Coming in, I know a lot of people that I chill with a lot of older people, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My perspective's kind of different. So they're like, yo, man, you're in first year, don't worry about assignments, just live life. And I'm like, what do you mean? So they're like, partying. Because, for some people, partying is living life, feeling connected or around other people. For me, like, I prefer just to chill sometimes.
Mm.
And,
You don't want to catch wines, you just want to chill.
yeah, like, I just want to chill. I like music, you know what I'm saying?
Aim to blood clot, like.
And anyways, as, like, the day was coming close, my sister was like, going to uni, it's not about growing, it's about growing yourself, but you need to go see things you don't like and see things you do like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like going out there and getting experience, even though you don't want to do some things, make sure you do them.
Yeah.
Just to see if you like it or not.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
get
And
experience.
yeah, you know what I'm
never
saying?
know.
And then she was like, with assignments, because you're a first year, you're going to get them. They're going to give you a long time. And then before you know it, when that deadline comes, you're going to have like 2 assignments after it straight away. So I listened to my sister because she finished with quite a good grade.
Shout
And,
out to the sisters.
Okay.
so,
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
True
And like,
mentors.
so I
Big
listened
up
to her,
sister.
and going through first year now, I realized like, my life's quite a breeze, I've never had to be like, yo, I got an assignment due on Monday and it's Friday and I haven't started yet. But I know that experience, like with time it will come, there's gonna be a time where I slip up and I'm like, damn, I got an assignment due in whenever, you know what I'm saying? So come with an expectation, it was kind of like live life, but live life with a structure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of relates to the organization part.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
we're
you know what I mean?
talking
So it's like kind of be organized, but at the same time, don't be organized in what you're going to do. So if you go out, don't try limit yourself and saying, okay, I can do this and I can't do this, you know what I mean?
Be open-minded.
Yeah, be a bit more open-minded. And I was like, okay, I'll enjoy the experience. And then coming to uni actually was like, okay, party, study. And then what I found really hard for myself was balancing everything within the university.
That's
So,
first year for issues.
Going
right
to
there, man.
social, going to play basketball,
first year,
going to my
issues.
lectures, going to my seminars, and then finding a way to study as well as do my assignment, as well as learning the stuff they were teaching me, like you were saying. So I found a balance with, okay, I have Wednesday off and I play basketball on that day. But when I'm not playing basketball on a Wednesday, maybe I get up early in the morning and I start an assignment.
Yeah.
And then at night, I could just do some revision. So it's like, I feel like the expectation of uni is what it is to a sense, you know what I mean? It's all about how you perceive things and who you're hearing it from.
True.
Because if you're hearing it from someone that's going, just party, bro, you don't need to study, you don't need to nothing. You might pass, you might fail, depending on your intellect.
Yeah.
But if you're someone that's like not very sharp, and this person's like, go party, bro, you're going to go party and fail, and then you're going to drop out because you're saying, uni's not for me because you didn't go to uni to get a degree, but you went to go party.
Yeah.
So, it's all about how you're coming into uni and what you want from it.
The mindset you come in.
Yeah, that's right.
Ramon, like, you shared your experiences and your expectations and what you've learned from uni. Do you feel like now that you're done with uni and like you have your company, right?
Yeah.
Alright, just learned this. Good fact. Do you feel like the things you experience at uni are still the same, or the game is different?
Because like you're still connected to uni. Like you've got friends here. you've got people who used to go on the same course, and you like still speak to like some of the freshers and that.
Yeah. I just think that the culture's just changed. Not really the game. I think it's just exactly the same, really. But I feel like people was more together in the select groups. So if you like urban music, everybody was together. Like everyone was pre-drinking together.
yeah.
Like there would be every week religiously you would have like at least 50 people. You know what I mean?
Into one spot.
Yeah, coming to one spot. And when you go to the club, everyone's together, like one spot. You just lock off the side of the tramps, just lock it off.
Oh yeah, Lord,
you get
back,
me?
you know.
You get me? Just lock it off, and all the girls are there, all the man them are there,
yeah.
and like that's the main thing that's changed. But like in terms of like, you know, how it's run and the way that things are, like nothing ain't really changed.
Like, do you feel like there's been an influx of more black people from when you
Yo.
started?
I would say so.
I would say so personally.
I think it kind of it went up, then it declined, and now it's going back up again.
No, I always say it's
Yeah,
just kind of
fluctuates.
fluctuating.
Yeah, it fluctuated like real hard, but I feel like even now there's more of a black community, but there's still more divided than there was back then.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're saying there's a black community, but
Yeah.
I want the black
sure.
community.
I'm not
was
sure,
very
yeah,
divided.
not
Personally,
sure.
I was a ghost, so I can't comment on that.
Remember though, I started like 5 years ago.
Okay, so
okay.
you know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
my first and second year, like
This when I was here.
I don't think you was here in my first and second year.
Oh yeah, 5 years.
In the
Yeah.
second year, I think I was here.
Yeah, you was probably here, but I know that you wasn't. much
No,
of
there's
a-
no way. You came.
Nah.
In your third year, you were here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
in my third year.
Feels like I've known you for time though. Still, I'm not gonna lie.
This guy doesn't want to live Worcester. Like,
Like, leaving uni, yeah. Do you ever think back, like, if you knew something while you started or when you started, you would have benefited from?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I'm telling you guys, if you're listening to this, learn research process, yeah, because if I'd learned that from the start, everything would have been easy. I'm telling you, yeah, probably. Like, I hardly used to go to lectures. I'm not going to lie. I hardly used to go to lectures. But if I knew research process, everything would have just been a breeze because I would have just known exactly how to tackle my assignments. Like, as soon as they came, I would have just been like, okay, here's the structure that I need. Okay, this is what I need to find to put into it. Boom, boom, boom. And that's it. I'm done. You know what I mean? Even if I was just barely passing, I still would have been, like, passing, like, just a lot easier. Instead, I was getting to the library, looking at the assignment for a good like 2-3 hours before I even start, because I'm just looking like, where do I start?
you're
Yeah.
reading the same paragraph that you
Yeah,
researched.
Yes.
and
don't-
reading
you
it
don't
over and
understand,
over
like-
again. I'm
So
just,
research process, that's a big thing.
like that's a
We'll
massive
put a
thing.
link in the description then.
Trust me,
Is there
trust me.
Anything else? What about like basketball or girls or like lifestyle outside of uni?
Okay, basketball. Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, you get finessed when you come here, innit? Because they promise you the world, innit?
Yeah, definitely. Word.
And then like I broke my ankle before I came to uni, and then it was like
I
straight
remember,
away.
I remember.
Yeah, there
You
was
kind of
like
like low-key limping, innit?
yeah, and it
Yeah, I
was
remember.
just straight away. There was
Yeah,
like,
I
you
could
can't
tell,
get a scholarship straight away. Like I went from
Wait,
like
were
almost
you
getting.
promised the scholarship at the start?
Yeah, in the summer, I was
Really?
promised. The summer before I came to uni, he's calling me and doing all these private sessions and everything. Man was going in one-on-one. Yeah, and then I just got bumped. As soon as I come here, I was like, oh yeah, I broke my talus bone. They was like, oh, best thing you can do, go to rehab clinic. I was like,
And then they said peace.
yeah, they said peace.
That was it.
Yeah, and then I ripped a muscle in my leg, and that was finished from there. Yeah.
Mad.
What about you, Jim?
You feel like the business world when you come into uni. That's actually very true, you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was
Uni
offered.
is low key a business though.
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
It's not even low key.
It's not even low
Definitely
key.
isn't.
It's one of the
9K.
biggest. It's one of the
Legit.
biggest
9K,
businesses
bro.
in the whole world, fam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Student debt is making it's some money. Like,
Yeah.
it's an asset now, like for government. I don't know if
Trust.
it's for government, for like
9K, bro.
universities, but
If you have that in mind, yeah, as you're going through uni, yeah, you'll start to realize certain things, like why certain people get kicked off their courses, and like why is it like that they demand this, and why is it they demand that. Like you just start to realize, like, yo, it's because it's a business. They don't want you to fail because it brings down their scores.
reputation.
You bring down the
But so
reputation.
they'd rather just kick you out
yeah.
because in that way they don't have
You don't
to.
finish your course.
Yeah.
And they don't
And-
really
and-
want to kick you out. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of paperwork.
And they don't want you to drop out.
They don't want you to drop out.
They'll
'cause
rather
that's-
kick you out,
that's
yeah,
9
on a
grand gone.
technicality.
Yeah.
That's 9 grand.
You
gone.
get it?
Yeah.
They kick you out on a technicality, yeah. So in that way, you still have to pay them. They still get their scores off Ofsted. Yeah, and they're just nice, innit? They're
Talk about
nice.
being a finesse firm.
Yeah, just
That is
see.
a nice way to.
That's a finesse,
I like
B.
it.
Damn.
And I feel like the working world is like this as well, because I took a year out. So I'm in my 3rd year now, and I was technically meant to be graduated. I was meant to graduate.
Last year.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I was working in this school. Oh man, this is gonna bait me out. Anyway, long story short, I was working in this secondary school as a PE teacher assistant, and man, great experience, learned a lot, and I still want to become a PE teacher. Hopefully, I do, touch wood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this teacher who caught a case.
Whoa.
He caught a case. It's
What kind of case?
It's kind of like with a female,
Okay.
with a female,
Say
yeah.
no more.
And there was like investigation. There was nothing concrete.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the verdict wasn't there, you know what I mean? So until then, they said, okay, you're going to be out for 7 weeks. And there's no information. Like, imagine you've been teaching this school for 10 years. You know,
10 years.
10 years, you know everyone, the students, the staff, blah, blah, blah. You're highly respected, yeah? Staff and the students. And they say, okay, Ramon, we're going to stay in touch.
Right.
Every 2 weeks, they say, we're going to have a meeting in this date. That's it. You don't know what's going on. Like, you kept out the loop.
Yeah.
They don't treat you with, how can I say?
Respect.
They don't really treat you with respect. They don't really show. It's just pure professionalism. Like,
Yeah,
it's pure
It's a
business.
Humanity.
You know what I mean?
Business.
Yeah. So it's not like, oh yeah, even though you've been working with us for 10 years,
And you're part of
there's
family.
none of that. It's like, yo, our reputation is at stake here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be extremely neutral, pure business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if luckily, like, the case went in his favor and he kept his job,
It was never looked at the same.
but if that wasn't the case, bro, they would have kicked him out easily.
They were
Yeah,
like,
you know what I
"Easily,
mean?
boy."
Easily
And
replaceable.
if he was guilty, then okay, fair.
Fair enough.
But he wasn't guilty. Let's say like, even though he's innocent, they go like, oh yeah, you're guilty, blah blah. Then peace out. The guy genuinely thought he was gonna get the job back because it was like 7 weeks, and they said it's gonna take 2 weeks. The guy was looking for jobs like RD and and I clocked like, yo, all these companies, regardless of how long you worked for them, it's just reputation and it's just business.
And like you easily
you're
recycle.
working, yeah, you're not.
You can be kicked out and then a new.
That's
guy
for
will
real,
come in.
man.
They make you feel like you're representing the school, but you're just
You're
yeah,
just-
you're
you're just
easily
a prop.
yeah, you're a
Easily
prop.
replaceable.
you
You're
drop-
easily replaceable.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I think I saw something like that in an article. You know, they talked about a dead caretaker, right?
mm,
Guess what was the advertisement right under it?
what?
Looking for a caretaker at a new school.
Wow.
At the
Whoa.
same school, bro.
Same.
Whoa.
Same school, bro. Companies don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
it's
about
pure-
UK
yeah, it's
making
pure-
their money,
it's a
bro.
pure business.
Yeah.
So
It's legit.
stay on job.
Listen, stay on job, fam.
But to answer your question, Sydney, that you asked to Ramon, I forgot, what was it? You forgot. Let's keep it moving. What's the next question?
Wait, what did you say though?
You asked me a question. What was it? It's a
was
good
it?
question.
Was it
You said, "How about you, JP?" Shit. I want to cut that off.
Oh, bro, no,
Can't
no,
edit, fam.
nah.
Can't edit.
Oh yeah, no. All right, we got to edit that, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna edit it. We're gonna edit it. It's
You
coming.
got. Can you edit it?
No, we can't edit it.
Anyways, it's
It was
gone.
about the injury, bro.
Oh, the injury.
Injury coming to uni with an injury.
Yeah, what about you,
Other big
LT?
things about basketball.
All right, so yeah, that was it. So I came with an injury as well, and I wasn't promised a scholarship when I came to this university. I saw that everyone was like fully balling. When I came, this one like people like Khalil were here,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
people who
there
are
was some
about.
ballers.
yeah, they were ballers and they were about. You know what I mean? Some people say yeah, they were not all that, but
Nah, there was ballers.
at the end of the day, I was admiring their work ethic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can talk as much as you want, but they were like on
Putting in
job.
work.
Yeah,
You
they
couldn't
put
say
in
anything
work.
about their work ethic, you know. And I
Every
rated,
scrimmage.
yeah,
Every scrimmage.
scrimmage, you know, not even training.
Yeah.
This is scrimmage. So
We
then,
used to scrimmage like what 3-4 times a week.
That's mad.
They're
We don't even
there.
get that. We don't even get
Yo,
that.
Yeah.
they're competitive as well. They're not like,
Yeah.
yo, like they want to stay on court.
It's not a joke.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
I
not a
say,
joke.
man are shooting in your face and then going, get the fuck off the court.
Yo, the mindset was strong.
Yeah, fam.
Yo, they make you feel like a cat.
Yeah,
You be
real
thinking,
talk.
yeah, I'm a big like lion. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
these
nah, nah.
man will yank yank in your face.
Splash.
Trust me.
So I came with the injury, and I was just thinking, okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I wasn't really relying on people, because when one mistake, I agree with what Ramon says. They do sell your dream. They do sell your dreams. One mistake that people do is that they expect you. People like the players expect the staff to just roll the red carpet for you. It's like, no, bro.
No,
Like
you have to put in work.
You have to put in work. You know what I mean? If you put in work and don't roll the red carpet, and they roll it for someone else who doesn't,
Ooh.
then you can argue. You know what I mean? Then you can complain.
Yeah.
But people don't put in the work, and they be arguing, and I'm like, bro, like
Word.
It's your fault.
it's your fault. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Me, I was and I was generally questioning quitting ball, and that's when I quit ball that year. And even though I wasn't really enjoying ball, I was still putting in work. Like when the open court was there, I was there. I was going gym on the regular, doing rehab. I didn't even have individual sessions, the personal training, but I emailed the personal trainer. I was like, look, this is my situation. I want to train. He helped me out. I got in touch with a BBL player who was French, luckily. Man, I'm baiting myself out. I need to work on this. And I was training with him, and this guy's a professional player, and he's training with me. He's injured. Shout out to him. Shout out to Remy. So I was really like trying to use my resources rather than expect the resource to just roll the red carpet for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end, I was offered a scholarship by another uni.
Oh, swear.
By another uni.
What uni?
But at that time, it was
Don't beat yourself up.
It doesn't matter what uni.
Yes, it does, bro. Yes, it
at
does.
this
it
one.
was it's not that deep. It was Plymouth,
Okay.
and the only reason why I got offered the scholarship wasn't really because of my talent. Because at the time I was injured. Why you offer, like you? It's like, why you offering me a scholarship if I'm injured? You know what I mean? That's very risky. It's a bet.
It's a bet.
It's like you're investing in someone who's injured. In a way, I understand the uni. I understand why they did this, but these are the things you need to expect if you go into uni. Like, it's a business. It's not your local school club.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all right, Johnny. Like, you'll get, no, you're not Johnny. You're not able to play.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. We'll get David. Like, yeah, it's business. So the only reason why I got that scholarship was because the guy who hooked me up, if I got into the team, the uni would have gave him 7K.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So the guy
7K?
Yeah, 7K.
That's a lot, fam.
4 to 7K.
That's not a
Would he
bonus.
give you any?
Sorry?
Would he give you any?
Sorry?
Would he give you any?
No. I'll get the opportunity. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's the reward.
So, you know what I mean?
The
So he's
opportunity.
doing his job, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he didn't give me the opportunity because I'm talented or whatever. Like, he gave me the opportunity because he wanted his 7K.
Yeah.
But like, he must have seen.
Basically.
Wait. But how did he know about you? Like,
No, he knew me. Like, he's seen me play before.
Oh, okay, seen you play
But
before.
I'm injured now. You don't know my ability now.
Now, yeah,
So
so-
why you gassing me to this uni,
Say,
even though
yeah.
I'm injured and I've been injured for time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know.
So
the
he was
situation.
melly, you know what I
You
mean?
want that
So,
guala.
yeah,
He was just like, oh,
just
who
wanted
can I
money.
get in to
Yeah.
have a chance of winning
And
this?
uni,
Nah, we say that though, but
and
the guy
uni's
could have
like
been
this.
like trying to improve JP's life. You know what I'm saying?
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
I know the
see.
guy. I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like, it could
know
have been
the guy.
genuinely someone that was interested. Like, yo, this guy can hoop, bro.
No, it wasn't like that.
So let's me getting this. I could benefit. His
I would have
life.
gave it to other people here. There was other people who were actually able to play one, and probably who had more potential. Because even if I had that potential, and I think I did, that injury took a lot out of me, and I lost a lot of ability. So I would have had to restart. Whereas these guys at this level, they have the potential. Don't need to restart. Just take them.
Yeah,
He just wanted me. They just wanted me because the guy would have took the 7K. So
like injury, is a big thing, especially when it comes to basketball. Because like before I came to uni, I had never been injured once. Never broke a leg or sprained an ankle or anything like that. So when I did get injured, like at the start of this year, that was a big thing. I felt lazy.
plays on your head.
Yeah, it plays on your head. You're always feeling constant pain. And then when you, like an idiot, I didn't rehab. So when I tried to get back, it was just slow. I was so off. I was like 2 steps off in defense. I couldn't run. Layups were just. I
You
couldn't
lose
jump as
mad
high.
confidence.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
you
When you
lose
get back on the
mad
court,
Confidence.
you're
But
like, I
then-
was able to do this, and you can't do
Yeah,
it.
you can't do it
Yeah.
anymore. And it's basically starting starting from scratch, as you said. Like as the year got on, I got healthier and got my legs under me, and my ankles started to get better. It's not 100% yet, but like I feel like at the end of the year, I put in work still.
Yeah, that still give you it.
Well, I don't even. Yo, let's go get some time.
Man, the people personally, there's probably gonna be people thinking, oh, what does masque noir mean? Yeah, I was on job this time. What does masque noir mean? Like, complaining like, nah, I disagree, blah 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 blah. If you genuinely believe that you put in the work, you won't even feel offended by my statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you feel offended,
It's
it
'cause,
shows. Yeah,
you didn't put work.
the hat fits. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Like,
The shoe fits, lace that bitch up. All the time, bro.
always you.
My damn alarm, fam. My bad. Hey.
Your alarm's late, just like you.
Anyways, what about life before uni, guys? So, like, do you remember life before uni when you were at college,
yeah.
chilling, and you were happy to say, I'm going to university, guys.
True.
I'm leaving the nest. I am going to university. What was it like for you?
I took a gap year.
What'd you do?
So I came out. I was working. I was playing ball every single day, fam. Every day, twice a day. Yeah, just going to the park. You get me? My hands used to come back. Yeah, I used to come back home. My hands used to be black.
That's good.
Right.
You get me?
That's
Sit down. I used to go park every single day. Anyone that used to come used to just take the money and whatnot. And I used to just work. Got myself a job in Harvester. You get me? Just as a waiter. Just earning tips and whatnot. And that was it, really. just chasing around gal, just doing all the
know what
normal
I'm saying?
things.
Did you, like, during that time, were you happy? Or did you find yourself being much happier when you came to university? Or was it like that 2-week period when you're like, yo, I'm really about to leave my house and go to university, to a place where, have you ever been with Worcester before?
I only came down for the
Open day.
Yeah, for the open
exactly.
day and just to do the sessions with PJ.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
But that was it.
so like the 2 weeks before, were you like, oh yeah, I'm really about to go uni?
I was just like whatever.
Yeah, like
Me, I was kind of. I'm a whatever type of person I am. I'm a kind of. I just go with it.
with the flow.
Yeah. So I was just kind of like, oh, sit down. I'm going to uni. All right, then cool. Get to meet new people.
True.
I'm not here under my mum's roof. You know what I mean? I used to live in like a small, tiny box room anyway.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking like I'm gonna have my own space.
You don't add additional stress.
Yeah, yeah. You
when
know what I
you-
mean?
yeah, I feel
I'm just
you.
doing my own thing. You know what I mean? I was kind of an individual person anyway. Like I never really used to rely on anyone for anything. I used to just go and just do everything myself. So like I just couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get here and just be like just doing my own thing.
do your own thing, chill
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Like I literally couldn't wait.
Yeah. So when it did happen, how did you find it? How did you find the change?
Oh man, I was leaving with some dirty people, fam.
Wait,
You
so were you like in student accommodation
Yo.
where you didn't know
yeah,
anyone?
student accommodation and like I was the only black person on my side of the blocks. I was living in Sansom Halls, and it was like, yo, people used to look at me like I was an alien. Swear down, people used to look at me like I was an alien, and like I went out with my housemates like the first night, and it was just so jarring because they stayed in the white room, and I didn't know that
You
there
didn't know
was
there was a top room.
I didn't know there was a teak. Nobody, all the brothers that was walking past me didn't want to tell me say there was an Atik. Nobody wanted to tell me nothing. So obviously the first like 2-3 days I was there, I was in like the main room.
Yeah,
you get me?
I get you.
And then
I
when
was
I
like
found the Teak, yeah, I found it by myself and I
The
just
Teak is the R&B room, by the way.
yeah. That's the R&B room in Trance for those that don't know. But yeah, when I eventually found it, I was happy as Larry. Trust me.
Did you see
I was
everyone,
in
you're
there
like,
just
yo.
skanking by myself. Oh, no, I was by myself skanking. I was that happy because I thought to myself, am I gonna have to look at the main room for the rest of my life? I didn't even drink.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yo, when you first come and you see trans main rooms, like hella jarring, fam.
Yeah,
like,
fam.
yo,
You
like,
walk in, you're like, is this it?
yeah, is this it?
You are
Is this
funny.
uni life? But then
Seriously.
like you find out where the music you like is at. And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is me still.
Yeah.
Funny, bro.
I didn't even drink, before I came to uni.
At all?
I didn't drink, didn't
Serious?
smoke, nothing like that. And I
You.
thought, sit down.
I said you.
I know. I was like, yo, if I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna do it properly. You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
I said, yo, I'm gonna do it
Fair,
properly.
fair.
You get me? I'm gonna set out a bucket list. Let's not say what's on the bucket list, innit? But try know I did everything on that bucket list, innit?
Fair.
Jara, what about you? Before the change, just before you realised.
I was gassed, fam. I was like, yes, finally, I'm gonna have my own room. I'm gonna have my own place. I can do whatever I want. I can stay up to however long I want. Because living in Manchester, I was in a bunk bed with me and my brother, and it's like proper tiny. So even if I wanted to do anything by myself, someone could just walk in through the door next minute. My dad could be like, yo, Majano.
I know. You watching porn?
Stop bashing. I said you watching porn.
Stop bashing.
Okay, literally, it'll be either go wash the plate, go clean up, go take the bin out.
Stop watching porn.
Just do bare stuff. I couldn't have like a time to myself. But like coming to uni, I was looking forward to that time to myself and actually being my own.
Time to bash.
I'm
Time to bash.
I'm actually trying
That's how I
to
can bash alone.
have a good conversation here. You man are taking a piss. Yo,
Sorry,
you man
guys.
are going to hell for that stuff. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to stop laughing still.
I got a cramp in my stomach. Hey, wait. Sorry, Majaro. Carry on.
Nah, you both ways.
So what do you do in that spare time?
But yo,
Like,
wow.
What did you
Hey,
do
I'm
that spare
setting for
time?
you my next, fam. I'm setting for you my next. But I was looking forward to that free time to myself.
Stop saying free time, man. What did you do in the free time, man?
I could do whatever I want. I could watch TV. I could play Xbox. What? I don't even know what's so funny. I could see people.
When you listen to this, we're watching back in it. Just
I could go to see whoever I wanted to. I didn't have a curfew.
Yeah.
I could play ball whenever
What's
I
a
wanted.
curfew?
Well,
Chew.
I didn't
Nah,
have
nah,
I didn't have my
honestly.
dad constantly on my back saying,
Yeah, I feel
"Where are
Yeah,
you?
nah, my mum used to be on me
Yeah.
all the time.
You need to be back home by such and such time."
Yo, shout out to them. That without that discipline,
Yeah, nah, real talk.
Because when you come to uni, like you see, oh man, you're not that disciplined in your head, and then you see a student who doesn't know how to use the microwave, doesn't know how to use the
fam.
oven,
Oh, that's the
my
worst.
God.
That really
like doesn't
irritates
do
me.
his washing up, doesn't
Doesn't
do
know
his
how to iron.
laundry, doesn't know how to do like basic things, and you're like. And you're like, matter to us. And then you're like, yo, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah, real
like,
talk.
Thank you, man. Because that education,
Real talk.
that annoying behavior they've been giving us for like the last 10 years,
True.
it paid off.
Yeah, you feel clued up. When you step in there. You just feel like you're a level above. You know what I mean?
Yo, so true.
Like,
Somehow, basic
yeah,
things.
Yeah, just the
Ironing.
basic
Some
things.
people
yeah.
like starting at the bottom. We're like at level 5.
Yeah. Real talk.
I'm
Just
dead.
me, man. I'm privileged. That's actually smart.
When you're younger, you're like, oh, I wish my parents were like that. Why don't they leave me alone?
Just me. Why don't they just let me
I
go
know.
like little Timmy?
I wish.
like Timmy down the road. I'm dead.
Like, what? Your parents don't make you do anything. You're lucky. Nah, man, that disciplines.
John, what about you? Before coming to uni.
How can I say? Me, before uni, so I had to go to like play basketball. So I was just like really working hard towards that.
You're really about that ball life, fam.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was that deep
Nah,
for
it
you.
was really about. P thing is, I never got injured. Blah blah. I did my best to like be fit, be strong enough so I don't get injured. And I come here and I'm injured. Man, that was a big hit mentally. But yeah, I was like really structuring my day so I could train as much as possible, rest as much as possible, and study as much as possible. And then when I came here, it was like, okay, I'm injured now. I just need to recover. So when I got here, it was like a recovery kind of phase.
Yeah.
And that's it. But besides that, I was like chilling with people, met a lot of really cool people who I'm still very tight with to this day. Shout out to them, they know who they are. And man, I was still doing the things that my parents taught me, and I tried to even become like better. Like, okay, the only thing I can't do was cook. I'm not gonna buy pizzas, things like that, because I was eating like a king when I was at home. So I'm gonna eat like a king for the rest of my life. So shout out to Jamie Oliver on YouTube. Jamie
Oliver, I'm
how
dead.
to cook pasta, how to cook beef, Man, I was practicing. You have so much time in like first year. You can work on yourself.
A lot.
You can work on yourself. You can have 2 jobs
Yeah.
and still get first.
Yeah.
Like, man, easy.
Yeah, easily.
Second year, you can still have 2 jobs and get good grades. But
Yeah.
if you can do it in second year, you can do it in first year. So even if you can't be bothered to get a job, like you can work on yourself. And I was trying to like work on myself. I was still lazy as fuck. Don't get it twisted. Like sleeping late, late nights with the man them. Like yeah.
Defo.
Talking about bullshit and things like
Yeah.
that. And
Going Pearson to watch NBA.
Pearson is the study center. Yeah. That's
It's
the
meant
thing.
to.
Wait,
Everyone,
live game,
everyone's
live
meant to
game or
link up. Yeah,
highlights?
listen. Everyone's meant to link up to do work. Somebody pulls the big TV across the
Playoff.
room.
NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, playoffs.
And just
Oh,
slaps
yeah,
on the
I remember,
NBA,
I
yeah,
remember.
and then nobody does work.
that's it,
Everyone just sits there just watching NBA.
Yeah, it's game
LeBron
over.
James for the throwdown.
Yeah, and then someone
You be
puts on
making bare
Snapchat.
noise as well. People be pissed off.
Someone puts on Snapchat or Instagram or something like that. Back in the day, it was Instagram, yeah, because we didn't really fuck with Snapchat back then.
Really?
Yeah, it's down, and then boom, all you see, yeah, the girls just miraculously turn up, and then it's just no one's getting no work done for the whole night.
So that was pretty much it for me. It was basic. Like
Yeah,
boring.
that's a question actually. Yeah, like how do you like feel in terms of food?
Food.
Yeah, when you come to uni, what's the difference like in getting your own food every time?
you need structure, you know.
Like, yeah, definitely.
Yo.
I've got like a set 3 meals I could make and I'll be comfortable with life. But like, sometimes I feel like I can't eat them every day. I have to branch out and like buy something different from like Munchies or somewhere like that. But I feel like it's important having like a set amount of meals you can cook that it's not too costly.
Yeah,
That can last you a good 2 to 3 weeks. That you can just make one time and you can have like in your fridge for time and you can just eat whenever you want.
yeah.
I don't want to hear any hypocrisy during this conversation. Like, preach what you're actually doing. It. Don't be like, yeah, I eat a balanced diet and you eat like
I try
kebabs
to, but
every day.
I try.
I was speaking to everyone. Like,
real
I
talk,
tried
real
to.
talk, real talk, real talk, real talk.
like a bomb, bro. like a bomb, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't
how
want
I do it is, I'll cook soup. Yeah, let's say I'll cook soup 3 days in a row, right? And then for 2 weeks, I ain't cooking no more, bro. All I have to do is cook up rice in my rice cooker, 4 cups, boom, and that's it. And that's just my meal. Like, at one point, I was eating rice like 3 times a day because I couldn't be asked to cook.
True. I used to be like
Bang
that.
in the microwave, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, done. It was calm.
That's why I said you have to have like 3 or something.
But then January came, and you must know I did that no meat challenge, and yo, it was calm. I was good. January came, finessed that. February came, finessed that. March is a struggle, bro. Everywhere I go, I'm just seeing meat, fam. No, but it's like,
Pause.
yeah, people
Pause.
would offer me pizzas. Yesterday, I went to some guy's house. Yo, you want a burger? And I was like, fuck you, bro. I wasn't eating meat. But that's like main meals, innit? Other ways I've been eating, Ben and Jerry's ice cream,
Oh,
cookie dough. Like in 1 week, I think I had like 4.
that's bad.
I was going ham.
Yeah,
Like Buenos, Hershey's, Doritos.
But like, yeah.
But I burn it off, innit? You know what I'm
Ramon's
saying?
like,
I burn that stuff. And I'm young, innit? I'm young, I'm 19.
but people can make that mistake.
For real,
They think,
for
yeah,
real.
I'm
felt
young
that
now.
Excel.
I can eat whatever I want, but that shit catches up to you.
Like, all you got, just make sure you burn it off, innit?
Nah, you know
Yeah,
what?
like
You know
some
what it is
people-
though.
some people can't do that. Like you.
I'm telling you now, yeah. When you're eating like that, that is what makes you sleep for all them
Yes.
random hours and stuff
Yes,
like that.
definitely.
That's what messes up your sleeping pattern. That's what it is, you know. I used to think to myself, yo, why am I so fucking tired all the time? It's because I was eating, yeah, so dead. Like, I swear down, I could not be bothered, yeah, to cook nothing. And I can cook, you get me? Because my mama and my nan, yeah, used to make me cook. I lived in a household full of women, you get me? So I didn't really have a choice in it. So, boom, I could cook. Trust me, the cooking lasted 2-3 days, and then that was it out the window. You get me? Swear down, I couldn't bothered. I couldn't bothered. I couldn't bothered.
November, December, I was cooking all calm. Now, December was when it kind of got tricky, innit? But January, when it was like no meat, fam, my motivation just disappeared, bro. Yeah, like, you know, I had Gary for breakfast.
Whoa.
No, Gary's the one still.
Yeah,
if you don't know
no,
Gary-
Not for
that's
breakfast.
unhealthy, fam.
What?
What's
Yeah,
Gary?
It's carbs.
Is it?
It's carbs.
Yeah, it's
What's
like
Gary?
pure
Tell me
carbs.
more.
Exactly.
Tell me more. Tell me
Pure
more.
carbs.
Yeah, what's carbs good for?
If you have it every day, it's not
provides
good for
energy.
you, fam.
What do you mean?
No,
What does
no,
carbs
you
do?
You
what's
need
wrong
a
with
balanced.
Gary?
No,
What's
you
wrong
need
with
a
Gary?
balanced diet
Yeah.
because Gary is
Okay, well,
grains.
vegans ain't getting a balanced diet, bro.
What he?
To my They ain't getting as
Who?
much protein as a lot of people.
Yeah, I know,
Who
that's
told
why
you
it's not
that?
balanced.
That
Okay,
false
okay.
news.
Fake
news.
Are you sure about
They
that?
do have protein
Sorry, I said it wrong,
sources.
innit?
You guys do have protein sources and everything.
Yeah.
But it's not like.
Are you sure?
Nah, B,
not
don't.
like-
I listen.
I'll
Don't believe
explain
the
it.
lies, Sydney. Sydney, don't believe the lies.
Okay.
I'm ready for this. You
Hold
know.
on. Name me a
I'm ready for
vegan
this.
protein. Something vegan kidney beans, right?
No, there's loads of proteins, fam.
Peanuts.
There's loads
Are you
of
vegan, Roman?
proteins. Nah. But I know a lot about it. You know what I mean? Listen, don't ask me to quote the seeds and all that in it because obviously I don't keep them in my head.
I hear what you're saying, but it's like.
But trust me, there's
It's
a
like when I
lot.
think of it, innit? You know what I'm saying? Just like I just went in News Revolution, cool. I'm not gonna eat meat, dead ass. That's it, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not like I researched this or anything, and that's like the problem I went in with.
So you didn't research.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're saying something. You're saying something you didn't research.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
All right, cool. Sorry. No, sorry, I didn't hear properly. One thing with like vegans, yeah. I'm vegan. I'm not vegan. I eat a plant-based diet, so I follow the diet, and it's actually very hard. Like I cheat a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like last week, I went Munchies, and I've been trying to.
Yesterday you went munchies.
No, last week.
Oh.
Oh yes, no, yesterday. Okay, I did yesterday. I went Munchies. I bought fries.
Well, it was just chips. It was just
It
chips.
was just chips. No, just chips. But last week I went and I bought like
Mad stuff.
half chicken, barbecue sauce, and I was like,
that
"Can I have
chicken's
the
wild.
hot wings?" And yeah, no, take it, no.
You was like, fuck it, I'm going in it.
Yeah.
In for a
If I'm gonna
penny, in
cheat,
for a
I'm gonna
pound.
cheat right, bitch.
Birdman, hands rub and everything.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie. So I've changed my diet like 2 years ago. So I've eaten a plant-based diet for 2 years, and throughout these 2 years, I've only done 1 month of like clean,
Pure.
Yeah.
no cheating. It's actually quite hard because there's so much junk that's being advertised around you.
Yeah. Every
Like-
time you walk.
Man, if you
Dance,
don't prepare your meal one day and you're hungry and you
it's
see
game over.
McDonald's one time, you're gonna be no. But if you see it 6 times, like yo,
You're like, yo, let me just give in.
fuck you.
Yeah, no. I hear you. I hear you.
It's everywhere, though, innit?
You know what I mean?
It's everywhere.
So I'm not gonna be like it's very hard. However, the benefits is like man, I feel like you say I have more energy. I'm leaner. I lost fat. What was I gonna say? I feel lighter.
Yeah, definitely helps.
And
feel
like you said, like when you eat a lot of junk, you just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And that
Definitely.
Like when
works,
you're
fam.
working and you're eating junk, you just want to sleep. Like when you're studying. But man, like me, there's loads of veg. I have my water. I have my smoothie.
Yeah.
Like I'm calm. Like you know what I mean. Keeps me sustained. Now you said that when you're vegan, you don't eat much protein because there's not much protein sources.
No, like,
If
I mean,
you're-
like a variety, you know what I mean?
A variety. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're omnivores for people who eat meat and stuff, what are your protein sources? Like your high chicken. Yeah. What else?
beef.
Beef,
That's really it.
fish.
Fish. Yeah. Well,
What
Way
else?
higher ones that we don't know about.
Okay, that's the things that you eat on a regular, though.
regular.
Yeah,
That's
regular. Let's be
advertised.
realistic, because let's not talk about stuff that you guys eat. Innit? All right, cool. So if you're vegan, yeah, you have red kidney beans, you have mung beans, you have lentils, you have chickpeas, and
Yeah.
bear in mind there's different types of lentils. There's like red, brown, green. You have tofu,
Yeah,
and
tofu is good.
you have tofu. So that's I listed like 8 sources.
Corn.
Now, corn. Personally,
yeah.
I don't like corn. It's kind of like artificial, but that's one. Now you can choose, your favorites. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you could add like seeds. People are gonna be like, "Why you eat seeds?
yeah,
Are you a bird?"
chia seeds and all that.
Chia seeds, but chia seeds are like rich in calcium, iron, more protein, fiber. There's more protein in the seeds than the actual like
Meats.
in the legumes, so like chickpeas and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if you do your research, man, you're gonna eat well. You don't even have
Yeah.
to be vegan. If you eat meat and you do your research, you're
Yeah.
gonna eat well.
Yeah, if you're eating well, it will help you your studies, like because you just
Man.
you won't feel as tired,
So true.
and that's the main point
You have
of
more
this whole
energy to do
conversation.
stuff.
So true.
uh-huh.
What?
Yeah,
Eating well.
no, it
That's your
is a
health, though.
dedication.
That's
But
very
health
true.
is wealth, though, and
That's
and
so
the whole reason why we're going to uni is so we can accumulate some wealth in it, so we can live a better life. But
Sure.
if our life isn't,
Facts.
if our life isn't that long, what's the point?
Yeah.
Talk about like the importance of like
Where, fam?
the importance of being healthy out of uni. Talk about that.
'Cause, yeah, some
Being
people
healthy
don't have
outside
time.
of uni, yeah,
Because you can wake up at 3 p.m., eat shit like on a regular basis at uni, and it's calm. You can miss lectures and stuff like that. But when you actually have to go to work, things like that, you need things to be done. Like,
Yeah.
how important is your health? Like, outside of you?
Okay, this is a bit mad, yeah, because just about 2-3 weeks ago, I turned vegan for a little while just to get my body.
Serious?
I swear
It
to
really
God.
helps.
Did
I
you
can tell.
did you know what to eat and stuff?
Pardon?
Did you know what to eat or stuff?
Not really, to be fair. I kind of went in a little bit blind, but I just knew like I could, get by.
Okay.
Eating vegan. I was eating a lot of salads. When I was going to like my mum's house and stuff like that, I just say to her, like, just make me something, because my mum's vegetarian already.
Oh,
So it's nothing for her to like make me a
Rare to
vegan
see
meal.
black people that are vegetarian.
Yeah,
you know? It's
yeah.
very rare.
So like I just passed through there, like as I'm passing through Birmingham, and then I know some people up here in Worcester who are vegan. So I'd like go and visit them, ask them like, can you make me a little something or drop you a little $5? You get me?
That's good.
But like the only thing is though, like even though it made me feel better, some days I'd skip eating because I just wouldn't know what to eat. I was in Asda for 3 hours. You get me, trying to find some vegan food. So I'd say if you're gonna go vegan, you just gotta make sure you do your research in it.
This is very
Basically.
important.
But otherwise I'd say, it is important to eat healthy when you come outside of outside of uni, because like literally it was messing up like my workflow. Like I just felt like I couldn't be bothered to do things, like simple things like go on my phone and reply to messages. I didn't want to do it. Like I just felt lethargic all the time.
That's the word.
When I done the vegan switch up, and I was eating vegan for like just those 2 weeks, I lost so much weight. I felt more energetic, like my brain was working like at a higher frequency to me. You know what I mean? So I do think it's definitely important.
One thing that I think people, oh man, it's funny, sleep on, this is ironic, is I clocked this in my second year, because the second year I was disappointed in my first year. Second year I wanted to get like good grades, so I was like working my best, and I had 2 jobs as well, so I really had to make best use of my time. And there's times where I procrastinate a little bit, and I wanted to make up for that, so I spent even longer times in Pearson. I'd be doing 11 till like 2 in the morning, and I start my next day at the same time, and I try and pattern that as much as possible. But you can't treat your body. There'll be times where your body's gonna be like, "No, bro, you're gonna go to bed." You know what I mean?
You gotta go to bed.
So that's one thing as well. It's like sleep. Sleep is so important, man.
Yeah.
Like people don't clock this. It's really important that you get your 7 to 8 hours on a regular basis. 7 to 8 on a regular basis. You're gonna feel it. First year, you can okay, cool. You don't have much to do, but second year, third year, when you need to be more responsible with your time, where time is actually more important, and especially if you leave uni, man. When I was like working, and I had to be at work at the same time, every day.
Yeah.
So if I play, like yesterday, was it
Yeah,
yesterday that you played FIFA?
Yeah, fam.
Yesterday, me and
Today
Major.
I woke up. I was hungry for something. It felt like I was hungover. I'm not gonna lie.
Yesterday, me and Major played COD till like 2:30, and this is kind of unusual for me. I'm not gonna lie, because I had shit to do. But I thought it's Major. It was cool. We had a good time. It was blessed. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
But you can't do that every day.
you can't do
you
that
can't,
every day.
in the outside world. And even if you do, and then you have work and you have to wake up at 7,
You're not gonna wake up for 7.
bro, you're just gonna fuck up your health. Like,
Yeah, it is. You're gonna go. You go to work and you're just gonna feel like, I don't want to be here.
people are talking to you. You don't want to hear it. Yeah,
Dead.
legit. You're not in the mood as well. Not only it affects you physically, it affects you mentally and emotionally.
Yeah.
One way I found out how to battle it is if you're gonna sleep less hours at night time when you're supposed to be sleeping, try and get like little half an hour naps. Yeah, but like literally take your half an hour nap. That doesn't mean get your phone out and wait until you fall asleep. Like, just put your phone down. Maybe go on YouTube and put on some deep sleep music, something like that. You know what I mean? And properly go to sleep. Don't watch nothing. Like, properly take your half an hour. And you'll wake up and you might feel a little bit groggy, but as soon as you stand up, drink a little bit of water, you're going to feel like, raw, I feel like I slept for ages. Trust me, that's what Winston Churchill and all that used to do as well. He used to sleep for like 4 to 6 hours every night and then take half an hour naps throughout the day. Couple artists as well.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
See, half is your wealth.
So that's all we got time for today. Still,
Okay,
that's a
okay.
good solid podcast.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout out Ramon, you know. Appreciate
Respect,
thank you,
respect,
man.
respect.
Obviously-
Thank you for having me.
Click event
Back.
was
Let's go.
good. Still, I was out there still.
See you, man. out
Number
there.
one promoter.
Fun.
You needed someone to promote your events. Shout out Sydney.
Respect, Sydney. Trust me, I know Sydney was
event, though, innit? Make sure it's good, innit? Because
fam.
kind of weak when I'm promoting it. A week later, I'm like,
Yeah, I
yo,
hear you.
the event was trash, man. And the event was good still. Shout out Ramon,
Respect.
So when's the next event?
Well, we got a bar crawl coming up on the 12th, 12th of April. That's a Disney superhero villain one, and then we've got one on the 20th, which is Click. It's a frat party. You know, it's 420 in it, so you know throughout the daytime, you know what we're doing.
You gotta explain that to me, boy. I'm a freshman. You gotta explain that to me.
Sydney, don't worry, just turn up, my friends.
So 12th of April and 20th of April.
Yeah, 10th
in
of
Worcester.
April. In Worcester.
Tramps.
Yeah, man.
We also got a shout out about AJ. It's his birthday.
Yeah, man.
22.
Hey, hold that AJ though.
Man, like
Shout
You
out
get me?
Manuel.
he
Go
was
to the pre-drinks.
he was the artist at the start of
Yeah.
the podcast, just playing a song.
Yeah, man, with his beautiful voice.
Yo, we put his put his song link in the description. He's on SoundCloud. You can go check him out
Yeah, man.
Y'all need to check
I
that
catch him performing as well soon.
soon.
If
Very
you
soon.
have any questions or you want us to discuss any topics, please leave a comment or that's it. That's all you can do,
Drop
right?
us in our Snapchat, Instagrams. It'll be on the profile.
Are we forgetting something? We've got an announcement, haven't we?
Oh, announcement, guys.
You didn't forgot.
Announcement, yo!
I didn't know
We
about
got
that.
an announcement, bro.
Basically,
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
we're moving to YouTube, baby.
I forgot about a song, but we're going to YouTube, fam. If I
Boy,
forget,
yeah.
you forget, you got us. If I
Yeah.
forget and he forgets, you got us.
Teamwork. Let's go.
We're going
Alright.
to YouTube,
So
yo.
basically, we're gonna be opening a YouTube channel called Do Rap Productions.
That's right. We're going
You can type that in right now and subscribe to us. We'll be releasing regular content over the Easter break. Just some Snapchat videos of us in
What
me
it's
in
like first year and what it's like to be a third year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So it should be good, you know. And if you see yourself on YouTube, don't sue me still.
Drop us a like. Drop us a comment.
Definitely.
Drop us a subscription. Every little helps.
Should be live still.
And our next podcast should be on the 13th of 13th of May. Gonna be videoed.
May.
First video next month.
All right. So now,
Yeah, because
May.
obviously Easter, isn't it? Yeah.
not April.
I mean, shit. April.
All right. So now, that's baffled. All right. Cool.
January,
cool, cool.
February, March, April.
All right, cool,
Sorry,
cool, cool, cool.
April.
Yeah,
13th
cool,
of
cool,
April. Next month.
Cool.
All right. So no
So
more.
thank you guys for listening.
Stay
And we'll speak to you soon.
Peace.
Peace.